What's up, Brian Tong here, and welcome to the Apple Byte. It's all the good and bad inside the world of Apple, so let's get to the show. The latest beta of Apple's iPhone OS 3.2 for the iPad was recently released, and the rumor sites have been digging deep to find new clues. 9to5Mac has found icons in the SDK related to video chatting, and Erica Sadoun found APIs that test if the iPad has a front-facing camera, zoom, and a flash. Now we know the iPad doesn't have a camera, but video chatting is in the future pipeline for Apple's mobile devices, and it could possibly make it into the next-gen iPhone. The Photos app was also included in the beta SDK, and a fun new feature will be the ability to have a different lock screen from your home screen wallpaper on the iPad. Now I know you probably don't care about that, but honestly, I do, because it gives me a chance to have different pictures of my two favorite people. And even if some people were disappointed by its lack of features, a ChangeWave survey shows that 13% of respondents are somewhat or very likely to buy an iPad. That's higher than the 9% of people who responded to a similar survey prior to the launch of the original iPhone. And if I do the math correctly, Apple will sell 100 million iPads. Not really, but you know what? Actually, they might just do that. Now, AT&T has been getting butchered by users, especially in San Francisco and New York for its coverage, but a new PC World test has now put the iPhone's carrier at the top of their 13-city test on 3G performance for download speeds, upload speeds, and reliability. AT&T has touted their constant rollout of network upgrades, and you can see some of the drastic improvements for some of those cities compared to their tests last spring. Now, I've told you guys I've seen better performance a couple of shows ago. Sure, this survey's only 13 cities, but does this and will this change your mind about AT&T and using future devices on their network? Let us know, and we'll show off the Apple Byter Nation's thoughts next week. And the iTunes Music Store, that money-making machine, deserves the congratulations, reaching its 10 billionth song download. It revolutionized digital music distribution, so we had to give them some props, even if I'm buying all my music from Amazon's music store. All right, let's check out a tip from our least favorite CNET employee for making your computer experience a little more productive. Brian Tong here with CNET.com, and we're all doing so many things with our computers with multiple windows everywhere. Wouldn't it be nice if we could just keep a specific window like our chat or Hulu on top no matter what? Well, that's why I'm here, and we'll show you free solutions for both your Mac and PC. Now for the Mac, check out this utility from Infinite Labs called Afloat. Once it's installed, you'll see new window management options available to you with this cloud icon. I'm in iChat right now, and I'm constantly getting IMs while I'm working, but I hate switching between apps to get to them. Go to Window in the menu bar and select Keep Afloat. Now, no matter what app I'm working in, it stays on top. And for all you hotkey kings, press Control, Command, and A to use this feature. You can also make the windows translucent and then turn opaque when you're using it, so that's a pretty cool feature. For my PC peeps, check out the Desk Pins utility from Elias Fontinis. Once installed, you can access it by clicking its icon on the notifications area of your taskbar. You'll see a little thumbtack, and if I want to make sure I can see this entire episode from Hulu without anything getting in the way, I'll click on it to pin it, and it stays on top of any other app I'm using. And if you want to be a hotkey freak, Control and F11 brings up the pin, and Control and F12 remove it. So there's your how-to tip for keeping the windows you want on top of everything else. Use it wisely. Thank you, skunk hair guy. All right, Apple's once again making sure that you know who runs the App Store in this week's Bad Apple. The Big A recently removed over 5,000 apps that they considered overtly sexual. Some of the apps included photos of women in bikinis or lingerie. Is that how you say it? I don't even know what that is. But one of the Apple Byte's own App of the Week, Wobble, was taken down as well. So what if you can make body parts jiggle? It doesn't even have pictures of women in the app. So while they took down those apps, wholesome family apps like Sports Illustrated's Swimsuit Challenge and Playboy are still alive and kicking on the App Store. Apple, you may want to protect your image, and as Phil Schiller said in the New York Times, put the needs of kids and parents first. But you guys are idiots. Really, it's comforting to know that Father Jobs and the rest of you will always be looking out for us in the App Store. Maybe an explicit section for apps with another password and actually allowing adults and parents to decide what content is acceptable for their kids and themselves to access makes more sense. But you know, that would just be too hard to program. And guess what? We're throwing out the bad apple. All right, I'm done. I'm keeping my wobble, and if there's one thing you can't take away from me, it's my wobble. All right, that's going to do it for this week's show. Send me your emails to the applebite@cnet.com. I'm Brian Tong. Thanks for watching, and come back next time for another Bite of the Apple.